Hey guys, welcome to my second video on this channel. I am still a rookie in this and I'm trying to improve my trip reporting skills, so anything you feel like might have been done better, please leave your comment below. Today I'm going to try out Singapore Airlines A350-900, which is currently operating on a fifth freedom route from Copenhagen to Rome. Since the pandemic's breakout, I was forced to reschedule my trip to Singapore. Therefore, to experience a piece of Singapore in Europe, I had to catch this flight. Despite A350 being a long-haul jet, this flight takes only 2 hours, so the service could be somehow adjusted. Our journey begins in the rich and expensive Copenhagen. Not gonna lie, I was a bit late for the flight, so let's check out the lounge real quick. Singapore Airlines premium passengers get an access to the SAS business class lounge. At the very first sight, lounge gives a nice impression and looks loaded, but the reality was different. I couldn't choose from their limited breakfast menu, so I went with this.
So I made it to the lounge, and for some reason it looks so great, but when you really get next to the food, you realize there's nothing to choose from, at least for me. I'm very picky, okay, I know, but usually the lounges are much better in this.
I was kinda late, so soon I had to head out to the gate, which was so far away.
I'm kinda confused where to go. It's so empty here.
Guess what? We are boarding by stairs today. I was so excited because I have only heard the best about Singapore Airlines. What about you? Have you ever heard anything bad about them? Although using rear door to enter the aircraft, there was a lovely cabin crew who gave me a warm welcome together with a bottle of water and guided me all the way to my seat. And here come my first impressions.
I was welcomed by a lovely crew, and I love the cabin. It's so spacious. I'm amazed. It's probably the most modern cabin I've ever had in my life.
This seat is huge, and when you sit down, it feels so spacey around, while also remains private at the same time. And you have a plenty of storage space for your belongings, including a power socket. How would you rate the cabin so far? Do you like this futuristic design?
A lovely crew gave me a gift since it's my first flight on board Singapore Airlines. They're so nice, and they actually flew in from Singapore just now, had an hour here, and now they're heading to Rome when they have 2 days, and then they go back to Copenhagen and then all the way to Singapore.
And we are ready for takeoff, and for this wing view I chose 17 Alpha as my seat. I got so lucky with clear skies today. This is nothing like a typical Danish weather, and by the way, there's gonna be another video coming next week, so hit the subscribe button so you don't miss it. Let me show you what comes with the seat. During the times of pandemic, an extra safety step is always appreciated. Here is my care kit containing a mask, hand sanitizer and wipes. You also get the noise cancelling headphones, and right here is the amenity kit.
So what do we have for a 2-hour flight? Okay, there's some kind of stuff. Hand lotion, facial mist, and there's lip balm. By the way, I love how the crew talk to me every single time and call me by my name every single time.
Singapore Airlines are well known for their delicious in-flight meals. Nevertheless, as I mentioned, this flight is different, as it's only 2 hours long. Here are the snacks provided, followed by the main dish, which was a focaccia with smoked salmon.
Okay, so there's cutlery, but it's a sandwich anyway, so I hope you don't mind me eating it by hands, because I just washed my hands anyway. Wow, I thought it's gonna be like dry and like basic sandwich, but it's actually more than that. Who would say that on 2 hours flight? Now let me try the Singapore Sling, which is a signature cocktail to Singapore Airlines. One of you guys actually recommended this to me, so let's see. Oh, it's so sweet. It's alcoholic, but it's not strong. It's actually really tasty. If you have some tips for me, for example for the next flight, or if you have any questions, go ahead and check my Instagram right here, @TheFlyer.
After finishing my meal, I checked up the restrooms. Keep in mind these amenities are mainly intended for passengers coming all the way from Singapore. I guess it's enough, right? Now let's have a look at the lie flat bath, which stands out compared to other airlines. The reason behind is this mattress that shows up after flipping the seat. This was prepared by a lovely flight attendant who took care of me during the whole flight. Overall, I found the bed comfy and I wish I could try it out and sleep in it for hours. If you are taller, I highly recommend you to get the first row of seats, which have a greater legroom.
So my impressions about this business class seat is that it's very wide. It may look too open space, but actually you have enough privacy with this part of the seat. You don't really see your neighbor, and it's at the same time it's not like claustrophobic. It's a really open space and nice. If the legroom was a little bit better, it would be 10 out of 10, but since the legroom is kind of limiting, it's gonna be 9 out of 10, I guess.
To be honest, I've had a bit higher expectations from the in-flight entertainment system. As you can see, there is no touchscreen, hence I had to use the remote controller, which I'm not really big fan of. This system was slow, but the selection of movies, music and games was sufficient. Okay, let's summarize the whole flight. I felt warmly welcomed from the very first time I boarded the plane. The crew members were so hardworking even after a 13-hour flight from Singapore, and one could really tell they loved their job. The cabin crew exceeded my expectation. Expectation of the overall comfort was met as well, considering a long-haul flight. And I will tell you more about the food once the borders of Singapore open up and I will catch the flight all the way to Singapore, hopefully soon. What did you think about the flight? Would you fly Singapore Airlines? Let me know and see you next week with another video.